What's going on, YouTube? Your boy Bluff City here, back with another video, and I'm here to report some very, very unfortunate news that happened out here in or out in Mississippi, excuse me. Well, a mass shooting happening in some high school and college homecoming games throughout the state, and I got a couple of videos. I got this and maybe one other that talks about it. So it is absolutely insane because I didn't even hear about this via the internet or anything. A friend of mine who was actually down there had told me about it yesterday when he finally got home safe after he left maybe 20 minutes prior to all this madness going down. I'm just happy he was able to even call me and talk to me about this because it really got ugly out there. But here's one news clip and I got another one queued up. So make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe, and let's get into this.
Chaos as deadly violence unfolded in tiny Leland, Mississippi.
We gotta do better than this, man. Leland homecoming, man.
Authorities say 6 were killed after a shooting on Main Street following the town's homecoming football game Friday night.
People who were enjoying themselves last night found themselves faced with violence that no community should be faced with.
The victims ranging in age from 18 to 41. Across the state, another deadly shooting.
We have a medical call at Heidelberg High School. It's going to be multiple people shot.
This one at a high school football game in the small town of Heidelberg, where officials say 2 people died. Mississippi's governor says one of the victims was pregnant. Police today arresting an 18-year-old suspect. And in Rolling Fork, Mississippi, a third shooting outside of a local football game there last night. Authorities there arresting 2 individuals. While back in Leland, the search for the gunman continues. City leaders asking for help.
This is not a time to keep your mouth closed. It's a time you open your mouth. You can save a lot of lives if you open your mouth and tell us what you have seen.
The mayor working to heal a community in pain and on edge.
Please pray for Leland, Mississippi. Pray for your city, and let's pray for this country.
Jay Gray joins me now from Leland. And Jay, what do we know about the investigation tonight and the other victims there?
Yeah, and Savannah, let's start with that investigation. Within the last hour, we've seen crews up and inspecting what is the town's only surveillance camera here. It was trained directly where this happened, so it could provide some necessary video for this investigation as it continues. As for the other victims, we know at least 10 others were transported from this scene to area hospitals.
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated.
Man, let me tell you, Leland, Heidelberg, that's where my homie was down in Heidelberg, because that's where he's originally from. And he was telling me, man, shit just got ugly for no apparent reason. And the person who shot up who they showed on the screen here, that 18-year-old, he wasn't even from the area. Which is like, okay, so what was the point of him even going there just to shoot up the place in the first place? I want to know what his motive was. Because it doesn't make sense for all these people coming around because, high schools and college having their homecoming games and then all this madness, you just have people shooting for no reason. Like, what the hell's going on? This is absolutely sad. And with all the stuff that goes on here in Memphis that's bad enough, I would be like, wow, man. And in Mississippi, they don't play around when it comes to gun violence. They do not play with motherfuckers that want to, shoot up places and things like that. They're going to make sure that this sumbitch here is locked up for a very, very long time. Let's get to this next video.
The Washington County Coroner's Office confirming in total 16 people were shot, a dozen were taken to hospitals to be treated for their injuries. 4 people were found dead on the scene early Saturday morning. Those victims have been identified as 41-year-old Oshima Johnson, 19-year-old Calvin Plant, 25-year-old Shabona Powell, and 18-year-old Caselyn Johnson. By 11:50 Saturday morning, 2 others died from their injuries, 18-year-old Amos Brantley Jr. and 34-year-old Jamichael Jones. The carnage shaking the community.
There were bodies, there were people standing around, there were blood coming from people's rears and back, side, arm, head, and when you get out, it was like Beirut. It was It was the most horrific scene I've ever seen.
Before the gunfire erupted, Leland High School was celebrating their homecoming festivities. Kamisha Hopkins says the city is trying to come together to make sense of what happened early Saturday morning.
We're full of emotions right now. We're trying to engage. We're trying to comfort people. We're trying to see who needs help. And the lack of security, the lack of officers, the lack of help. Leland failed Leland yesterday.
County and city officials coming together Saturday afternoon to grieve and pled with residents to speak up and help solve this investigation.
We just need to know who did this so we can begin. There's no closure until there's justice. And we want to offer our condolences to all of the families that were affected directly and indirectly.
This is not a time to keep your mouth closed. It's a time you open your mouth. You can save a lot of lives if you open your mouth and tell us what you have seen. And I want to say that it's prayer time in the city for the families. I also want to say it's revival time, not only in Leland, Mississippi, but all over the country.
Man. Absolutely wild, man. My condolences goes out to all those people down there that have had to deal with this. I'm so thankful. My homie, he was able to get out of there long before the even shooting started. And this is absolutely nuts. A pregnant woman killed, several other people shot, and there were just dead bodies all over the place. That is absolutely insane. All during homecoming for the schools in the local areas. Man. And I'm shocked this actually made more national news sources. I don't know if I've really seen this on TV much, but it has been generating a lot of buzz on the internet lately, especially after I got off the phone with my homie. He told me about this, and then last night, and then this morning when I'm doing a little bit of doom scrolling on TikTok, I'm seeing video after video after video after video after video about this particular situation. So the word is spreading. I'm glad more people are talking about this, because for this to happen simultaneously in 3 different towns, small towns in Mississippi at the same time, is absolute madness. And I'm glad they got one of the guys that was, shooting up the places and causing havoc and things like that. Thankfully, they did get this guy, and he's about to go down for a very long time, because Mississippi does not play when it comes to shit like this. I tell you right now, one of the worst states you can get in trouble in is Mississippi. You can ask any of the locals. You can ask any shit. You don't even have to ask the locals there. You can ask anyone in Tennessee, Alabama. Hell, Alabama's not a state you don't want to get in trouble in, along with Texas and Louisiana. You get in trouble in those states, yeah. Good luck trying to get out of prison, because you're gonna need it. And with that being said, I'm gonna end the video right there. Thank y'all so much for watching. If you made it to the end, if you're from Mississippi in the towns they mentioned in this video, please comment down below. Everything that really went down that they may not have mentioned in these news clips, something I might not be aware of. I would love to hear from you if you managed to watch this video. Also, make sure you guys hit the link in my description so you can go to my link tree and follow me on other social media platforms, as well as support me directly via Cash App or PayPal. And if you choose to do so, I do appreciate it, and I will shout you out in my next video. That is a promise. With that being said, please be aware of your surroundings. Please check on your loved ones. Please be safe out there. Have a good day. Peace.